How's it going, guys? My name is Vader and welcome back to Many Engineers. So today, sadly, is the last video on the Tower of Babylon. So there's a couple of reasons why I'm finishing the Tower of Babylon thing. Basically, well, A, it's huge already. This isn't even full size. I've built the walls for the two of the floors we're going to make today. So last time we finished with a restaurant, which is actually this floor. And I've already built like these two, which is going to be the two of the floors we build today. So you can see it's already now taller. I think it's as high as the cathedral and like my throne room and stuff like that. So it's as tall as all the other buildings in the game, but also it comes all the way from down there. So it's a pretty large building. The problem with this pretty large building is that it is slowing the game down quite considerably. I'm currently getting 14 frames per second, and I'm not even inside it. If I go inside, like where there's... I've had to turn most of the torches off. Because if I go in here... 12, 11... Oh, shit. So yeah, this thing is just... It's slowing the game down a lot. I don't have the best PC. And I'm just not... I'm not equipped to deal with the map, which has this much stuff in it. Also, another reason we're sort of having to end this thing is because as the tower gets thinner, it's getting harder and harder to actually build the ramp going up the side. So it'll get to a point where it's like the ramp would just have to spiral so much just to go up one layer, so it gets kind of silly. And also, we are sort of running out of things to put in it. We're making 3 layers today, so it's 2 more floors and then something basically on the top. But yeah, there's only so many things you can put in the skyscraper rather than just putting more houses in, but I don't really want to do that. So, what we're going to do today, a couple of you guys have asked that we build a basketball court. So this layer here, I think, we're going to make into a basketball court. Should be relatively simple, I guess. And then the one above that, the guy who originally suggested we make the Tower of Babylon, I believe Svenzo, you asked that we put a museum in it, a museum to just Vader Hall in general. So we're going to do that on this like top level here. I'm going to attempt to make a mini model of Vader Hall out of wood. We'll see how well that goes. And then on the very top, I think Bill Cosby actually suggested that we do a sort of like pixel art of my logo, like thumbnail, my thing. I don't know what you call it. The thing next to my name under the video. That thing. The 2 skulls with the crosses for eyes. We're going to try and do a pixel art of that, sort of just floating above the top. I'll make it out of wood and weights, like weights to go around the edge. I think that'll look kind of cool. So yeah, this video is going to be mainly fast-forwarded stuff, but hopefully that's not a bad thing. So anyway, let's get going with a basketball court, I guess. done here. There's not really much I can add because the space we have isn't actually very big. I know it's quite a wide basketball court. I guess we could make it thinner and put like benches on the side, but there's not really much point. I would have, if the space was bigger, I would have put seats around the side, like made it like a stadium, but again, not big enough. I guess in theory we could have like a scoreboard hanging from the ceiling, but I think I'm just gonna leave it for now. Placing that wooden stuff, that takes a while. I don't know if you guys saw, because it might have been going too fast to tell, but when I was placing these wooden things, what I was trying to do is I placed them all individually, and then I rotated them. I like spun them that way every time, and it just makes the floor look a little bit more natural. Because if you see, like, you get these little marks, you see that white mark there. If you just drag the whole thing across, then you would get that white mark on every single plank, and it makes it look kind of like weird and unnatural. So if you twist it every time, it looks slightly more natural. So yeah, made the floor out of wood, made the markings out of weight because it's just a slightly different color. You can't really tell what's in darkness. It kind of looks cool. The reflection from the fire buckets, look at that. But yeah, in the sunlight, you can see the markings pretty clearly. I think these are correct basketball markings. I mean, I'm pretty sure. Like, you got center circle, 3-point line. I have no idea what this arch here is for. I've never played basketball. And then I believe the free throw line. I don't know. And also a hoop. But as you can see, it's a rather square hoop because this game works on squares, basically. Okay, so I guess time to make the museum. I just stuck the floor on the basketball court. Actually, once you fill it off and there's no sunlight, you can actually see the lines kind of well. They look pretty cool by torchlight. I think that's kind of nice. Anyway, head on up here. So I added the floor in, so you can actually go into the museum. So I think with the museum, I think I might do it similar to the restaurant, where we'll use the entire ground floor, and then above that there'll just be like floors, but just around the side, so it can be sort of more open and it'll feel bigger. What I thought we'd do in the museum, basically, is if we just we can basically copy some of the other things from our previous endeavors in and around Vader Hall. So I'd like to make the scale model of the thing. Obviously, we can't copy and paste that from anywhere. We have to make that by hand. But we can, for instance, put in a copy. Oh my god, no, okay. We can put in a copy of one of the cars from when I tried to make a car in Made of Engineers, and we can put in, say, one of my very, very early attempts to make a catapult. Unsuccessful attempts, may I add. So yeah, I guess we could also do like a mini drawbridge. That would be kind of cool. I guess we could do like a mini model of Forest Castle too. We'll see. But anyway, before we do any of that, we do actually need to build the museum. So yeah, I'm just going to have... It's kind of hard to know how big to do it though. I think I know what I'm going to do. What I'm going to do, similar to the restaurant. Oh god, this is going to... Stop! 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 What are we going to do? We're going to have this entire ground floor. So on the ground floor, we can stick like a model of... Well, not a model, a full-size catapult. And we can put a version of the car in there. Stuff like that. And then if we maybe just have the second floors like at that side, so against the back wall, we'll have a spiral staircase in the corner. I think that would be kind of cool. And then on those ones, we can do smaller things, maybe like a model drawbridge, that kind of stuff. But anyway, I'm just going to build those floors real quick, and then we can start actually putting stuff in here. Okay, so I think that's a pretty good way to do this. With the roof on, I think that will look kind of cool, and the lights and stuff. We'll do that stuff at the end, because putting torches in slows it down. So, if we just go, and I'm pretty sure we can just Control-C, Control-V, the car and the catapults. Let's do them first. Give me El Coche. So Control-C. Oh, that works. Okay, now I just take this thing up into here. Actually, I think the car looks really cool. Oh, it was on an angle before. It looked really cool on an angle. It'd be kind of... Will we be able to do that? I know how we can do that. I just realized I need to put the car in the first, though. I'm going to make the stand for the car. Then we'll go back and get the car again. Delete that. No, delete that. I can't delete it. How do I get rid of it? Get rid of... Stop. 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 I don't want it. I don't want it. Oh, wait. If I just do... Yeah, that works. I just pressed 0, by the way. We get one of these slopes. And then we can stick the car on the slope. Hopefully the car fits on that thing. So now, let's just grab the car again. Stick it on that stand. Come on. Yeah, see, I think it will look cool if it's at an angle like that. That's how you know... Well, that's how you often display cars. They look kind of fancy. I don't think that ramp is big enough. It's not wide enough. The wheels are going to be hanging over the edges, but that should be fine. Okay, just... Ooh. Actually, ooh, no wait, spin the other way. I need to go. You can only, when you press Y, it only goes in one direction, so I have to go the whole way around. Okay, that looks good. And then up a tiny bit. Oh, come on. Turn white, turn white, turn white. And drop. Fuck. Well, to be honest, that pretty much sums up the experience with the car. I may just leave it like that, to be honest. I have a feeling when I do remove fractures, it's going to get rid of the whole thing. Oh, wait, no. Oh, I think it's frozen. Oh, no, it hasn't. Maybe let's leave it like that. There, yeah, the car was not a success. So let's signify that by having it snapped in half. Yeah, it's symbolic. Okay, I don't know for the catapult, because there is one catapult in this warehouse. Oh my god, there's so much, it's so hard to decelerate when you start flying. Yeah, there's this catapult here. Again, it sums up my experience with Men of Engineers. We could get that catapult, or we could get one of the several catapults down here. Oh, they're apparently attached. They're apparently one thing. Oh, that's not good. Pretty sure I made some over here at Forest Castle. They're not like complete catapults. So one of them is pretty much, well, very, very nearly complete. Let's grab this one. Hopefully it grabs that little arm by the side as well. That would look cool. Oh, why were the other two catapults attached, but this one doesn't pick up that arm which is next to it? Whatever, let's put this thing in there. I can make the arm again, it's fine. There! No, I didn't mean to go upwards. Oh, and it didn't smash! Oh, awesome, okay. I'm just going to add a couple more bits to make it look like it's a catapult in progress. Yes, I think that looks pretty fancy. That's a nice way to display the catapult. Anyway, okay, so now, I guess it's time to make full-scale model. I don't know if I should make it under there, but I kind of want it to be in the sunlight. I probably should have done it in the entranceway here. Whatever, I think we're going to do it up here. It's going to be tricky. I might get rid of these pillars here. Okay, so I think this should be a good space to build the model. This is going to be tricky, this thing. Well, it's not going to look good. I guarantee it's going to look like crap. But anyway, how the hell are we going to do this? I think everything that's stone, I should make out of weights, these things, because they're slightly more shiny and, well, they look kind of like metal, but I guess they kind of look like stone. And then the roofs, we could attempt to make the roofs out of timber, but they're not going to be at an angle. So yeah, I don't know how big to make this thing. It's going to be tricky. I guess the most sensible way would actually be to put like a mound of stone in here. Let's just go for the rough sort of shape. It doesn't need to be entirely accurate, or at all accurate for that matter. Okay, this can be where the fort is. That kind of looks about right. That kind of looks about right. Okay. I mean, that's the rough shape. So anyway, let's start building the wall. I'm having to, like, look out the window of the Tower of Babylon just to see what the wall actually looks like. God damn it. Okay. I think I vaguely know what it looks like here. Okay, well, we've got this. That's meant to be the wall around Vader Hall. That's actually kind of accurate. It's kind of annoying that these bits of stone sticking outside. Obviously, this one's meant to be here, but like these bits of stone here, it'd be nice if I could get rid of these, but I have a feeling if I get rid of that, it's going to screw up all the stuff that's inside the wall. Yeah, it just makes it look weird. Considering how big these blocks are and how much detail there is in Vader Village, realistically, Vader Village is basically going to look just basically something like this. That's the stairs down. There's a building there. There's a building there. There's some buildings up along here. Let's just go along the top. I mean, yeah, I can't do it in that much detail. This is the smallest like thing in the game, so I can't do it in any more detail than this. Actually, this looks alright. It's kind of nice. It's kind of cool looking. That's meant to be the stairway with the arches above it. I really wish I hadn't put this barrier here, because then I could just show you. But if I delete this barrier, it's going to delete the floor, and all bad things are going to happen. There's a pub, just like there. Yes, and there's probably a building there. I think that's relatively accurate, so let's leave it like that. Okay, then. So wait, we have the church, which is like here, I guess. Sort of like this. This actually looks surprisingly good. I don't know if I should try and do the roof out of wood. How? Yeah, it's pretty tall in comparison to the walls. So let's do this. Yes, there we go. That's the church. You can't even tell the difference between the wood and the weight, but whatever. So, behind the church, we have the throne room, which I guess is sort of just on the wall, sort of like this. In a very minimalistic way. This actually looks really accurate, really weird. What I think I might do... I might get rid of the floor above this, because I don't really think I'm going to put anything on the floor above this anyway. So I might get rid of the floor above this. And then this thing will have some nice light above it. It will look... Yeah, I'm going to do that now. Okay, there we go. Now we actually get some light on this model. You can see it's actually coming along kind of nicely. You can kind of tell that that's meant to be the cathedral and then the king's quarters. So next to the king's quarters, obviously, we have the throne room, which is sort of here, sort of like this kind of size, sort of like that. And then it's just got sort of like a little lump on the top, sort of there. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Okay, and then next to that, we have the whatchamacallit, the food room. The food... My brain! What the hell's it called? The place where you eat food. I can't, for the life of me, think what that's called. But anyway, that's sort of here. Probably... Oh, I just realised I can fly up to have a look. Look, that building there. I have no idea what it's called. But anyway, that's kind of just a box, really. And then next to the food room, whatever the hell it's called, we have an archer tower. Sort of something like that. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Actually, let's make this one taller. Okay, there we go. Look at that. We've got the courtyard, cathedral, king's quarters, throne room, archer tower, and the hall. That's what it's named after. That's the hall of Vader Hall. It's the hall where you eat the food and stuff. Anyway, I think that's... Oh, I haven't done the fort. Oh, crap. Actually, that's pretty accurate for the shape of the fort. I kind of like that. I guess it's got basically one big building here, sort of, and then some little buildings sort of there, and oh, go in the floor, go in the right place. There. That's... Oh, yeah, that's alright. Whatever, let's just leave it like that. Anyway, so look, I actually think you can kind of tell what that is. I'm actually really happy with the outcome of that. So, I think, I can't really think of much else we can put in these in. We could put a model drawbridge, but that'll... Inevitably, I'll just smash some stuff trying to make that. But, you know, we've got a range of things from, like, the very first episode, trying to make a catapult, not making a catapult... Well, not the very... Second? Whatever. And we've got the car. I think this is good. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the roof on this level. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to try and do some sort of pixel art using the weight and the wooden pieces. We're going to attempt to make my logo. I'm just thinking, actually, guys, having started this off, I'm just realizing this is going to take a hell of a long time. So I'm going to say goodbye now. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. As far as I can see it, I don't really think there is much else we can really build in Vader Engineers. We built a lot of things. Obviously, we could build a lot more things, but we've covered a lot of stuff, and I've used loads of different techniques. So what I was thinking was, we might end, we might call this the end for this series for Vader Hall. But what I was thinking was, because the creators of Vader Engineers are constantly updating the game, and it looks like they're working towards getting survival mode into sort of a playable state. They've been releasing lots of stuff recently to do with, like, you actually have an inventory. You don't just have unlimited stuff. You have an inventory in, like, health and health bars, and how you craft stuff and stuff like that. So what I thought we might do is, once it's playable, we might try some survival mode in Vader Engineers. Blah 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 blah. But yeah, let me know down below if you want. We can keep going with this series. If you guys got more ideas of things we can add to Vader Hall, at some point it's gonna kill my computer because my computer really doesn't like it. But yeah, we can keep going if you guys want. Also, one more thing before we go. Those of you who have downloaded this from the Steam Workshop will have realised that I haven't updated it since we started the Tower of Babylon. That's just because, well, I didn't really want to have like a work in progress uploaded. But once this thing is finished, I will be uploading this. So by the time this video goes out, this thing should be in there. So if you guys are subscribed to that on the Steam Workshop, you should now be able to see the Tower of Babylon in its entirety. So that is hopefully kind of cool. But anyway, yeah, I think that's it. So, well, after I say goodbye, I'm going to carry on doing this in fast motion. We'll just like fade out into the outro. But this has been Vader Engineers. Hope you guys enjoyed. I've been Vader, and I'll see you guys later.